Welcome to Staffworks Explained. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can also hit the notification bell so that whenever you upload a new video, you are notified. In this video, we'll be talking about Ethiopia's Aysha wind power project, which is powering a green future. Ethiopia is rapidly transforming its energy sector, and at the center of this shift is the Aysha wind power project, which is described as a landmark renewable energy initiative poised to become the largest onshore wind farm in the Horn of Africa. The facility, which is developed by AMEA Power, represents a major milestone in Ethiopia's effort to diversify its energy mix away from heavy reliance on hydropower and to meet growing electricity demand with clean and sustainable power. AMEA Power is a major renewable energy company which is headquartered in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, that develops, owns and operates clean energy projects across Africa, Middle East and emerging Asia. It was founded in 2016 and it's led by its chairman, Hussein Al-Nawais, and it has become one of the fastest growing independent power producers in these regions of Africa, Middle East and emerging Asia. Let's look at the genesis and strategic classification of the project, which we are talking about, the Aysha project. This was conceived against the backdrop of Ethiopia's broader green energy strategy, which aims to expand renewable energy sources beyond hydropower and reduce vulnerability to climate and season variability. Ethiopia's electricity system has historically depended on hydropower, which is accounted for roughly 96% of generation as recently as 2023. Recognizing the country's abundant wind resources, particularly in Somali region, the government began exploring utility-scale wind power opportunities as early as 2010s. This followed earlier projects such as Adama and Ashegoda, which were wind farms in the country, and these together added over 300 megawatts of capacity and demonstrated feasibility of wind power as a reliable energy source in Ethiopia's energy portfolio. Formal momentum for Aysha peaked in 2023 when the Ministry of Finance and Ethiopia and AMEA Power signed the letter of award LOA at the COP28 summit in Dubai, setting the stage for a major public-private partnership under the Ethiopia's PPP framework. Let's look at the project scope, the component, as well as the agreements which have been made so far. Aysha wind power project is structured as a public-private partnership PPP, which involves various players. We have on one side the AMEA Power, which is a Dubai-based company, which is the developer. It is also the investor, the operator, as well as the future owner of the wind farm. We have the Ethiopian Electric Power EEP, which is the state utility that will purchase generated electricity under 25-year power purchase agreement PPA. The Ministry of Finance also comes into the mix, which signed the implementation agreement IAA, validating the project with fiscal and legal framework. We have the Somali regional government state, which is a key player. It entered into land lease agreement, enabling the deployment of the wind farm on roughly 18,000 hectares of land in Aysha area. The facility is designed with a nameplate capacity of 300 megawatts, using modern wind turbine technology to capture wind energy efficiently as well as convert it into electricity. Estimated annual output for this facility is about 1,400 gigawatts. This power is enough to power over 4 million households and reduce carbon emissions by roughly 690,000 tons per year once it becomes operational. Let's focus on the budget and financing framework for this project. The total investment cost for Aysha is approximately $620 million US. Official filings and agreements indicate that financing is being structured through a combination of private capital and mandated lead arrangers, which include the African Development Bank AFDB and the International Finance Corporation IFC, which are advising and partly underwriting the project financial package. This mix of international development finance and private equity reflects a high level of compliance with global project finance standards, reinforcing the credibility and financial viability of this venture. From a project management perspective, let's talk about implementation progress and timelines. Following the letter of award at COP28 in Dubai in the late 2023, and followed by the key agreements which were signed in August 2024, the project entered advanced development and preparatory phases. By early 2026, high-level financiers and lenders were engaged in due diligence discussion to move forward financial close. Financial close is a crucial milestone that formally unlocks construction funding and contractor procurement. Construction is anticipated to take several years, with industry analysts indicating potential commercial operations beginning around 2030, which aligns with Ethiopia's energy expansion plans. What are the benefits and expected impact for this project? One, we have energy diversification. Aysha will add 300 megawatts of wind power capacity. This will bolster Ethiopia's renewable energy mix and help reduce reliance on hydropower, which is vulnerable to drought and seasonal shifts which affect Ethiopia. Then there is grid stability, which is a large, with this large project, large-scale wind generation project, it complements hydropower by reducing more or producing more consistent output during the dry season, and this will improve the reliability on the national grid. There's socio-economic development, where the project is estimated to generate over 1,500 direct jobs during construction and operation, as well as support community investment programs in education, water access, and local infrastructure. Is huge. We have environmental gains, where by displacing fossil fuel generation and biomass use in rural areas, Aysha project will contribute to reduce greenhouse gas emission and align with Ethiopia's climate commitment. We have seen that it will prevent the production of 690,000 tons of carbon, and that's huge. We have challenges and risks, which include financing complexity, where securing financing remains a key problem or challenge. While agreements and lender engagements are underway, reaching financial close requires rigorous due diligence, risk mitigation, and coordination among government, lenders, and AMEA power. We have implementation capacity, where the large-scale wind farms demand technical expertise in turbine installation, as well as grid integration and operational logistics. Ethiopia will need to strengthen local skills and supply chains to support these phases. Grid integration and load management is another risk or challenge that is facing this project. We are integrating intermittent wind generation into grid still dominated by hydropower requires careful balancing strategies and potential investment in energy storage or smart grid technologies. Then we have political and regulatory continuity as another challenge, where sustained government support, clear regulatory structures for PPPs, and stable foreign investment conditions are essential for long-term project success. Looking at the broader energy outlook in Ethiopia, we see that Ethiopia is pursuing an ambitious energy transition strategy that combines the several sources. We have hydropower, which is still the backbone of the generation, with projects like Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GAD, Koisha Dam, among others, hydropower projects that are ongoing in the country. We have wind energy with projects like Adama 1 and Adama 2, Ashegoda, Asela, and now we have Aysha, which is expanding wind's role in this energy mix. We have solar and geothermal. Investments are growing but still emerging part of this portfolio. Despite strong renewable potential, Ethiopia's electricity access rate was around 55% as of 2023. They may have increased due to completion of GAD, with rural areas particularly underserved. The expansion of renewable energy capacity, including wind, is central to closing this gap. In conclusion, we can say that this is a milestone in Ethiopia's energy transformation, where Aysha Wind Power Project stands as a flagship renewable initiative that combines international partnership, private financing, and public financing, and Ethiopia's strategic energy ambitions. At 3,000 megawatts and backed by robust agreements and global financiers, Aysha is more than an infrastructure project. We'd say it's a symbol of Ethiopia's transition towards cleaner, diversified, and resilient energy systems, which are capable of powering millions while driving socio-economic development in this country. However, its success will depend on sustained financing, whether financial closure will be made for this project, effective implementation, as well as deeper integration with national grid and community development goals. As Ethiopia continues to expand its renewable energy capacity, Aysha will serve as a benchmark for future independent wind power projects and a model for leveraging PPP frameworks to mobilize capital and expertise in Africa's energy sector. So thank you for reaching this far. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can also leave a comment about this project and other projects that we have done in Ethiopia and elsewhere. Thank you.